fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for.
Let's get straight into the episode.
Yeah, we heading for the sun. Shawty got my high, I ain't tripping for the funds. Yeah, I won't start, I ain't tripping, I'm a stun.
All right, before we start, let me say something to you that I say to everyone that comes on, but I would not be saying it if it wasn't true. You're sitting here because I find you interesting. It's because you are an interesting person. I want to learn more about you, how you think, and how you feel, and I'd love to have the opportunity to be able to share this experience. So I really appreciate you coming over. Thank you for sitting down. And ladies and gentlemen listening, my guest today is my best mate. I would not prefer doing this podcast with anyone else. I would not prefer working with anyone else, training with anyone else. So for anyone else, I'm sorry. It's K Doxey, it's K Dox, it's Lil Dox, sometimes it's Big Dox, it's JR Dox coming up in the future. It's K Doxey, and this is my brother. This is Kyle Doxey.
Yeah, thank you. Great energy. Really thought we put the hustle out there. Just want to say thank you. Yeah, let's get into it.
No one has done anything like that. I love that. Love that. Look at you. You're already off to a good start. All right. As I said to you, I have absolutely nothing prepared for this podcast. I wanted to have stuff prepared for this podcast, but someone gave me COVID. So those who are listening, it is currently Sunday at 2:41 and the podcast comes out tonight. And me, for some reason, decided to get COVID this week without a podcast booked in. So I'm very grateful for my brother, Kyle, coming and doing this episode with me today.
Of course.
Now, only issue is having fucking COVID for the last week and having absolutely zero brain power. I have been left brain dead. So today is going to be a struggle of an episode. So I just ask everyone to... to come on this journey through together. All right? Bear with me. So the first thing I think we should talk about would be, when are you going to lose your... No. Sorry.
If things go according to plan,
Tonight.
10 minutes.
We go on tonight. We ain't going home. We ain't fucking leaving. Nah, I'm just joking. When I say I didn't have anything written down, I have started this new thing where I'm starting to write some things down, but it's not in preparation for our podcast. It's in preparation for podcasts in general. Right?
Preparation.
Yeah. It's in preparation for every podcast. So, the first question I do ask everyone that comes on is just the simplest question, and it's that: how do you feel currently right now?
Yeah, good energy out there. Nah, I feel pretty good.
Good.
Especially after I've been sick for a few days, starting to recover a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Feel a little bit congested, but yeah, ready to get back into routine. Ready to get back into it.
You back tomorrow?
Should be back tomorrow, yeah.
Have you messaged the boss? No.
Nah, I wanted to ask about that because...
Well, let's just discuss it right now, live on it.
yeah, because...
listeners, radio in at 1-800 Doxcast.
Well, my medical certificate says Monday, but I'd rather go back tomorrow.
So when
Tuesday.
your medical certificate says Monday, does that mean like the date is 25th on the medical certificate?
Yeah, it says like something about being off work for the Monday as well.
Okay, so every medical certificate, if everyone who listens doesn't know this either, this is useful information. If it says your medical certificate is from, say, Monday the 15th to Monday the 22nd, right? At the end of it, it says inclusive, which means that's all the time that you have off work. You go back to work the next day after the medical certificate. So if yours says 25th,
Yeah.
that means you don't go to work tomorrow, you go back to work Tuesday.
Okay.
They've given you a medical certificate for today and tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, dude, how did you feel having... Because you had COVID how many times now?
Second time. That's my second time.
It's only
having it.
second.
Yeah. Well,
I had
I'm
it
pretty sure.
4
It's the
times?
second time I've tested for it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've had it 4. 3 or 4. I've probably had it about 5, but tested, that was my 3rd or 4th time. And what do you reckon is the worst part of it, having COVID?
I don't know, just... Well, you can't really go to work when you've got it, so...
Yeah, but what's the symptom? Like, what's the worst
Oh, the
feeling?
worst symptom.
Worst feeling.
It's kind of hard to say because I don't really think about what the worst symptom is until after, and you don't really remember it.
You
as
don't
much.
think about it when you have it. Like this
Not
is
really.
the worst.
I just kind of think this whole thing sucks.
yeah.
But I normally more think not so much that having it sucks because whatever, I'm just going to sleep anyway. It's more that like I can't do what I'd normally get to do. That's the more annoying thing for me.
Yeah, the most side effect. Actually, side effect is the same as symptom. What would you call that if it's like something, the worst outcome?
Yeah,
having COVID?
repercussion.
Repercussion. See? So I got big brains on that side of the couch.
Yeah.
Good looks on this side, big brains on that side.
Yeah, come on, man.
Hey.
I clean up a rat sometimes. Sometimes.
Hey, come on, man. Yeah, so for me, just having to fucking be able to do nothing sucks in general, but the worst pain I feel when I have COVID is in my legs. Do you have sore legs?
I had sore legs towards like the Friday and yesterday, but I think for me the worst part was like moving around. It's almost like, you know how when you hear people get knocked out, it like shakes their brain.
Oh.
It's what it feels like 24/7 for me.
Yeah, that
Like
sucks, dude.
you roll over and everything shakes in your head and it's like oh, horrible.
Fuck, yeah, like your brain's going for a hot tub, eh? Yeah.
It's not fun.
Oh, that sucks, but my legs fucking killed, bro. Like I ran a marathon.
Yeah.
The COVID virus should have been called the fucking leg day virus.
Leg day virus.
Yeah, it fucking.
because no one wants to do it.
Oh,
no
dude.
one wants it.
I hated it. I reckon, speaking of brain fucking hurting, when I went to Top Golf on last Saturday, for everyone listening, we went down to Queensland for my mate Lukey. Shout out to Luke Sessions. We went
Shout
for
out
his
Luke.
Bucks party. Yeah, shout out Lukey boys.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And yeah, we celebrated his Bucks up there in the Queensland. And one of the things we did was Top Golf. Oh my God, dude. I could not help myself but try and hit the ball as hard as I could every time. What else are you going to do at a driving range?
I don't remember which one's Top Golf. That's when there's like targets on the floor, right?
Yeah, like lights and fucking flags, and they have like bottle service. They come to you and you have like a tab and a bar and food. Like you have your own little sections.
Yeah.
So our section has probably got comfortable seating of like, you could probably fit 6-7 people in there. It was good fun. Like it was great. We had 5 people. And yeah, every time I try and hit the ball, the problem is I went into Top Golf with a headache. I started off with a headache. And then I'd hit the ball. And that feeling in your brain would go do.
Yep.
And then I'd hit the ball a second time. And then in my head, I'm just like, I'm just trying to make it look like, yeah, I'm fucking professional at golf. I know what I'm doing. And I just tried to hit because I started to get more annoyed as the headache got bigger and I was hitting the ball harder and harder over the course of 2 hours. Dude, I couldn't even hit the ball for the last 20 minutes because I went down to pick up my ball and it sounded like my head just going, woof, woof, woof.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was probably the most intense headache I've ever had in my life, to be honest with you. But in COVID, I don't think I got really much of a headache, eh? I don't think I did.
Oh, I had a headache for a few days straight there.
Yeah. No, it was just my fucking legs, dude. I'd be sitting down and I'm just like, ow! It just fucking was just fucked. Yeah, it was fucked. Speaking of sore legs, you ever had a crazy leg day where your legs are fucked?
Come on, look at
At
me.
the
Do
gym.
I go to the gym? Do I go to the gym?
Hey, you've been to the gym a million times.
No, but I was a swimmer and I neglected legs because
Neglected, yeah.
I didn't use them much.
Hey, I was a gym junkie and I neglected legs.
I can see that.
Hey, come on. We think I'm wearing trackies in every episode. Yeah, no. Honestly, the fucking feeling after a leg day is like, I call it the cowboy because you walk
cowboy.
around like you got to stick up your ass with your fucking waist forward and you're just like, it's like you're constantly looking someone to draw against. It's all day. But yeah, I fucking love it. Anyway, fucking COVID was a blast. I'm glad I got to go through that. What about you? You grateful for it?
No, not at all. I need money and I got a week off work.
Yeah, unpaid too.
I'm spewing.
You got no sick leave.
Yeah, I might ask if they can, when I put my pay slips in, if they can put it as personal leave or something. Yeah.
Personal leave is
pretty
sick
broke.
leave, isn't it?
Nah, because I have personal leave.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I think I got at least 40 hours.
Oh. And that's different to annual leave.
Yeah, I have some of that as well, but not as much.
We have annual leave, personal leave, and we get sick leave.
Yeah, but I've used way too much sick
What
leave.
the hell is personal leave?
Personal leave, I thought that was I don't know.
Well, it's a good thing we got Jamie here. Jamie, pull it up.
Jamie, pull it up.
Oh, you know what?
Jamie,
Why
put
am
it
I
on the
going to
screen.
act like one of these fucking plebs on the podcast with their iPads? All right, that's for the fucking guests. Big dog. He's got his fucking MacBook, baby. Let's
Got
fucking go.
the dented Macker.
All right, let's have a look. Let's close Pornhub real quick. What is personal leave? Personal leave is paid leave and taken for personal and compensative reasons, including sick leave, carers leave, and compassionate leave. Well, that's pretty
So
cool.
it includes sick leave. How do I have any?
Bro, don't ask me, can't.
What
You have
the
more fucking days off than a fucking chemotherapy patient. Yeah. I'm trying to look up too because we get other leave as well. I might just fucking see if I can log into Outlook as well because we get heaps of benefits being at the company we're working at.
Yeah, we work for Crocodile Wrestling Australia.
Yeah, true. That was close. You had me thinking like I had one rule, cunt. I had one rule. All right, let's just fucking pull it up here. Here we go. Employment contract.
Oh yeah, I've got 51 annual leave hours and 36 personal leave.
Nice. Let's have a look how much annual leave I have.
No more personal leave now.
Personal leave, I've got 39 hours. Annual leave, I have
less than me.
0.07.
0.07.
I haven't even got 1/10 of an hour.
You're hopeless.
Why would they even give me that? Why would they even give me that?
Well, that's because you had minus hours.
I had minus 70, I think.
I don't know how you got how you did that.
Dude, don't ask me.
Say
how I
I've
did
had
that.
a lot of time off.
Leave entitlement. So we do get annual leave,
Yep.
which we get 4 weeks a year. Plus, we also get an extra 1 week a year. Did you know that?
What for?
Out of the kindness of their good Samaritan hearts.
That's nice of them.
So we get 5 weeks of annual leave. We get personal/carers leave. So we get 10 days of personal/carers leave each year for this service. This leave's based on ordinary hours worked. Personal leave may be taken for the purposes of injury or illness, or carers leave for caring for an immediate family member or someone else in the household who is ill, injured, or in an unexpected emergency.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a great benefit. Another one you get is compassionate leave. Compassionate leave is the employee will be entitled to 2 days of compassionate leave for each occasion. For each occasion, which is a nice thing for them to put in there. So that means if a member of the immediate family or household contracts or develops a personal illness or injury that poses a serious threat to their life, or someone passes away, or if a child is stillborn, where the child would have been a member of the immediate family or household if the child had have been born, or where the employee or employee's spouse or de facto's partner has a miscarriage. So that's pretty crazy.
So if we find your kid in Thailand somewhere,
Hey, fucking oath.
passionate
Kids.
leave. Kids, yeah.
So there's also parental leave. So will be provided for in accordance with the Fair Work Act 2009. Parental leave is where you get like the woman gets 3 months off. The man also gets a couple months off. think it's 6 months.
I think, isn't that for maternal and paternal leave?
Yeah, but it's called parental now.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's
Parental leave. You get jury service, which is another thing, where if the government asks you to go be on the jury, you'll get paid for that time off. Public holidays you obviously get, and long service leave, which is pretty cool too. So for everyone who isn't aware of this, most companies should be paying for compassionate leave, and what was the other one that I mentioned? Carers leave as well, which is a pretty cool fucking bonuses, eh? Compassionate leave. That's a nice thing to do. So if someone dies.
All right, we'll give you 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, you get 2 days for each leave occasion. So that's obviously funerals, wakes, all that kind of shit too. Yeah, that's pretty cool. How did we get to this? What are we talking about?
We're talking about how many hours of leave I've got.
That's right. How many hours of leave you got? All right. So if everyone who doesn't know this, my brother is in the mix to become one of the highest valued refrigeration mechanics in Australia. He has got to follow his brother's footsteps, or he's on his journey to try and take over the industry as well.
Mm-hmm.
Going to be a long road, but it is a road worth traveling down. This is your second time doing an apprenticeship. Last time you did electrical.
Electrical, yep, that's
And
correct.
the story with that one was you wanted to come to refrigeration, and then on the day of signing up, the boss said,
Yeah,
yeah.
I sort of walked away going, you jipped me.
he definitely gypped you. You went, oh, bro, I was working for all these things. Sorry, I'm speaking for my brother, but I'm going to just quickly say these stories anyway. But I was working at a company, and then Carl wanted to get a job as well. So I said, yep, cool, come in. You can be a refrigeration mechanic. Waited till the day of the interview, which the boss said was good. He came in, and then last minute in the interview, he said, actually, we're not offering you a refrigeration mechanic role. We don't have that. The only thing we're going to offer you today is a electrical role. And you're like, oh, for
But to
fuck.
be fair, he said it was because they didn't have room for another refrigeration apprentice. Because I think there was a second year, and they knew that there was another. I think Kieran was a second year at the time as well coming.
Mm-hmm. No shout out to Kieran because he's not doing a podcast. Yeah.
Kieran, get me my truck.
Yeah. Put your fucking shoes on.
But yeah, so he sort of last second was like, you'll be doing electrical with our new electrical tradesman we've got. And yeah, I didn't really care about doing that. I just wanted to sort of work with you, see what you were doing. And I guess I did get that week where Jono was off, where we went and did a few service calls, but
I don't remember that. I remember us doing it on your work experience.
yeah, I remember doing a work experience, but I just didn't care back then, so I got no idea what happened.
Oh, you weren't meant to.
Yeah.
You were fucking like 15.
No, but I still could have paid attention. I
Nah.
did not pay attention. I was on my phone.
There was
for the whole thing.
there was no way you were ever going to learn in that work experience week what it's like to be a refrigeration mechanic because I had no idea what I was doing.
That was back when you
I
were
was-
dropping bottles.
Yeah, I was only a fucking apprentice back then anyway.
That was back in the magic school bus.
Yeah, that's right. Me, you and Fossy together, driving around in the van with 3 heads, no idea. Rocking up to fuck fridges up. Yeah, that was cool. But yeah, how did you find doing the electrical apprenticeship anyway?
I thought it was obviously it's going to be tedious. You're a first year apprentice, but I thought
Tedious is an interesting word.
I
to
thought it
use,
was
tedious.
surprisingly more hands on. Like I thought I'd be with a broom a lot more, and I didn't really sweep up much unless I was in the workshop. In which case, that's all I'd do. But on site, he's getting me to wire stuff, install like conduits and power points and whatever. I remember Jim came out. We did a service call with. It was me, Jono, and Jim at the little cafe, and Jim was getting me to do the PowerPoints myself. And I
Nice.
remember Jono made me feel like I was doing pretty good, and then Jim came out and he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, "Oh." So he's been lying to me. Huh?
Yeah. No, you did get some pretty good skills, bro, in that short time that you did that. You did that for how long?
I think it was about 6-7 months.
6-7
something
months.
like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. To be fair, 6-7 months, you shouldn't really be doing much more in your apprenticeship other than sweeping. So you got pretty lucky to be doing that.
Yeah, I did.
And I think you fucking definitely benefited. If I go and do cashies, I'll bring you with me and I can just say, you fucking wire off this PowerPoint or you fit off this and do that. I think it was definitely a handy skill to learn, the basics of electrical.
Yep.
But you're going to learn a lot more electrical doing the trade you're doing now.
Well, it doesn't seem like I'm going to.
You won't be doing it at work, not the company that we work for, especially we hunt crocodiles. So, but when you go to TAFE, trust me, you learn a lot more valuable information than you do when you're fucking doing your electrical TAFE.
Yeah, but I'm guessing it's going to be stuff that like I'm not really going to think about a whole lot more than what I thought about during being a Sparky first year.
How do I explain it? So, I know also the reason for everyone listening is wondering why Kyle isn't at TAFE yet is because at the company that we work for, you have to do 1 year working before you go to TAFE. So that explains why you haven't been to TAFE yet.
And then it ends up being that you finish your experience and your TAFE at the same time, become a tradesman.
Yeah, which is a kind of a cool way to do it. It's kind of cool. But yeah, so it's difficult to explain, especially people who don't understand the trade. But if you have you have two types of wiring principally, right? You have power, which is something that is powering something, like all the power running towards my computer that's running over there. And then you have your control wiring.
Isn't that weird? Power means power. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that is weird. That is.
Might have to write that down.
Yeah. But then you have your control wiring, which is everything that happens within the control circuit, anything that is controlling something. So past switches, past safety devices, alternative current, past transformers, past converters, anything that happens.
It all
Control
seems so
circuit.
boring to me.
Trust me, it's only boring because you don't get it. As soon as you start to learn it, you start to find interest in it, which is how naturally the brain works, is because when you start to become good at something, you naturally start to invest more interest inside it.
Yeah.
You've probably experienced that working at the moment. The more things you get better at, the more you actually enjoy doing it.
That's true.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy soldering when I first got handed a torch, but
Yeah.
now that I know how to do it a bit better, I enjoy it.
Or as Pete would say, fridge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bumped the mic a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, I think that wiring side of refrigeration is the most interesting. 100%. Electrical is so interesting, dude.
I want to
you
sort
can
of learn
wire
about
anything
the
you want.
engineering of the pipes and saw how each turn, each T, each elbow reduces like the I don't even know how you describe it.
Velocity.
Yeah.
It
And
increases the velocity.
they need to calculate how many turns are needed to know what pipes are needed.
Yeah, yeah.
That's interesting to me.
Yeah, so that's fucking a pretty crazy part of the trade too, which you will learn basic principles of that inside the TAFE. You'll learn how to size up a unit, but it's more about a basic understanding on what each component does inside the system.
Mm.
The engineering is the next level above that, where you can go ahead and work that out, which is also, yeah, you're right. That is actually a very interesting thing.
And I get that, like, it's not going to be my job to think about that for a long time. But I feel like when you see your tradesmen, like, have to think about changing it and turning it a different way, it makes me think, like, how many turns can he now add on before it, like, you need to put a different size in?
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, it's designed appropriately, amazingly.
Yeah.
Like the way the systems are designed are fucking incredible. But that is a job that you could definitely work towards. You know what I mean? Like being the engineer for a company. Like for example, there's a guy. I'll have to beat the name out, but company.
Mm. Yeah.
The ultimate crocodile hunter. That cunt. Like he's a freak. He's a
good.
fucking freak, bro. And it's just like
That motherfucker doesn't miss.
that
don't
motherfucker.
miss.
Steve Irwin over here don't miss. yeah. But yeah, it's pretty cool, bro. It's infinite potential. I'm constantly looking to get better at the trade because the more you learn, the more you earn, baby.
The more you earn.
Yeah.
The more you learn, the more you earn.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. The more you learn, the more you earn. And the more you reach. I fucked that up.
I didn't know where you're going with that one.
The more you learn, the more you earn, the more you teach, the more you reach. Because every time you're fucking teaching someone information, you actually realize, which you're nowhere near ready for. Forget it. Yeah, forget it.
Who am I going to teach?
I'll tell you,
Who am I
I'll
gonna
tell you
teach?
in about 3 years. Yeah, but it's cool. So how are you finding the trade anyway in general? How are you finding working? Because this is your
think
second
it's,
time trying a
Yeah, I
trade?
think it's a lot different to what I saw at the last company because this is sort of separate part of the same industry, a sort of different field. So it's a way different way that things get done. But I mean, I feel like this field was going to whip me into something a whole lot better than what it would have been.
Oh, 100%.
Which is a lot better than what I could have asked for at the other company.
Dude, that's without fucking question. So I haven't had the pleasure of working with you yet at the company we're at now, other than like fucking like 2-3 days.
Haven't
max.
had, yeah, the pleasure. That's a good word.
Yeah, the pleasure.
Good word.
But Dylan, who is also at the same level in his experience as you,
Might have to bleep that one as well. I don't know.
I can say people's names.
Okay.
Fucking- shout out to Dylan, you fucking little maggot. Yeah, but the the level of skill in which he has, and it's only because I'm working with him, so I know that you should have a very similar level in skill. You might be better at him than some things, he might be better at you at some things, but he's like falling underneath the same tradesman, so you'll be in the same level, right? Compared to what other fucking apprentices are like at the other companies I've worked at is fucking tenfold. Minimum tenfold. The skill that I see working with Dylan, because he's the kid I'm working with now, is fucking so much better than the skill I had when I was at his level of experience. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, you fucking little cunt. Like, if you get better than me, I will actually kill you. Like, I can't have that. I'm never going to allow that. I have to always be the best compared to anyone else under me. I can't allow that. Can't allow that to fall. But yeah, you're fucking very, very lucky. But without being so generous on the company that we work for or the people you're working with, how do you feel about working in the trade you're working in is a more question I'm interested in.
Well, I like the trade that I'm working in. I see what other people are doing, and I see how they treat others, how builders and stuff treat them, and I think, yeah, fuck that. And then I see what we're doing, see how we operate, and I think, yeah, it's fucking way better.
Yeah.
Like, why would I want to do anything else?
So you're realizing that there's a level of hierarchy when it comes to construction sites.
Yeah. And it's really obvious. It's like, even I haven't even been doing it that long, but it's so obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely right. Definitely true. But you can also, it's a good point to put in mind that it's only because of the people you're working with that you're getting that experience.
Oh, yeah.
If you're working with tradesmen that I worked with before from other companies, not employers, but tradesmen that have come through the companies, and they were in the positions that we're in.
Yeah.
They will just get ran over by fucking builders, ran over by other tradies, all these things. But it's pretty obvious the fridges are the kings on site. It's
pretty much.
It's pretty obvious. And people
Doesn't
always
get that
laugh.
much.
People
Doesn't
always
get better.
laugh, bro. They don't understand. But when the fridgie walks in, everyone else fucking better start doing something productive.
Out the fucking way.
Yeah, nah, it's fucking very cool. What about in general of the fact that, like, interest level? How's that? How you finding it? Are you finding it interesting, not interesting? Like, because, like, there's no right or wrong answers. I'm just picking your brain.
Well, I think I'm very interested in getting back to the refrigeration side because I've been doing HVAC for a little bit now.
If everyone listening doesn't understand, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're doing a lot of like water pipes, and it's got a lot of different valves and stuff compared to just running pipes to the units, small little valves in there.
Mechanical plumbing.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Like that we get to like try it out and just do a little bit of it. But
And it is pretty cool,
with your like level of knowledge in the trade, it's kind of a waste of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to me, I sort of want to get back to doing cases, and because I know eventually I'm going to be doing cases again, and I know I'm not going to be as well prepared for them as I could be if I stayed doing cases.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I know that is a big part of need to rush through and get them right, get them done quickly. It saves a lot of time and hassle.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just going through day shift and doing all the mechanical plumbing. It's a lot of the same thing each day. But we just started doing the valves and stuff, which is a lot more, I guess, technical.
Yeah.
So that's a bit better.
And that's a good skill too. You're learning how to probably weld with like 15% solder, brown, blue tip. He's using the skinnier shit.
Well, that's what thought. So we did use that downstairs, but then we talked to the other plumbers came in that did a few other jobs, and they said that they've never used that before. They didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah, because they're fucking plumbers, bro.
They
No
just
offense,
they've
but
just
no
used
offense for the
5%
plumbers.
solder forever.
Yeah, no offense to the plumbers, but it's also like you'd be surprised. You might be thinking that you're losing valuable time and experience by doing some of this stuff as opposed to the shit that you would be doing more consistently for the rest of your trade.
Oh, I'm still doing plenty of welding. I'm still getting better at that each time.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm having to think about where pipes running, stuff like that.
No, yeah, you'll also be thinking about ergonomics, where things are going to be laid out, where things are going to be easily accessible,
Yeah.
like how you're going to get things in before you get other things in. There's some valuable lessons that you obviously are still learning. So I can see why you're more interested to get back to the other shit part because it's more valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What about? And sorry for everyone listening. We're gonna have a little bit more fringe talk before we get into anything else. But how do you think? Like, what do you find the most interesting? Like, do you ever like because there's obviously a never-ending journey of information to be learned in this trade. It's physically impossible to learn it all.
Yeah.
What parts of it do you find yourself curious about? So you're not too curious, so I can tell, about electrical at the moment when it comes to the
Not really, but that's also because I'm not going to really be doing much electrical work.
Yeah, not in the current position you're in, but like
Yeah.
as I say, there's an infinite potential of possibilities in the trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not limited.
So I'm sort of. Wait, what was the question?
That's a great question. What was the question? What are you finding the most interesting?
What am I finding the most interesting? I like seeing the way that the different, like, fully experienced tradesmen's work, because even though it's doing the same thing and they've worked with the same people, been taught by the same people sometimes, some people are just better and quicker and they have, like, easier ways to do things. So it's really interesting to me to, like, know how did they find easier ways to do things.
That's interesting.
As much as I've been trying to find easy ways to do things, I'm always doing it the hardest way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always an idiot to someone.
Yeah.
I'm always, oh, why are you doing it like that? Thought it was easier. Oh, you're an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. So what you find most interesting about the trade is actually the way people operate within the trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't find that interesting until a fucking long time into my trade. What I found interesting was how to make something look ergonomic. Not just ergonomic, but that's not the right way to explain how something is ergonomic. I was interested in how things were practical when I say ergonomic, but I was more interested in how to make things look identical, symmetrical, parallel. Like, that was what I found interesting. You know, when sometimes you just look at something and it should look like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes you look at things and it's a bit of a mess, or you just don't notice it. But sometimes you might just walk past a building and then you just look at this building and you're like, the building was meant to look like that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, that's what always interested me about the trade. That's why I'm like, even if someone's like, hurry up, come on, you're spending too much time making this look neat. It's like, you don't get it. That's why I'm here, cunt. Like, I'm not here to...
It's got to be neat.
Yeah,
like,
that's the
I'm
only...
doing it.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have came in today. You know what I mean? Fuck, I could have been fucking sitting at home. Yeah, I find that the most interesting. I wonder what type of future that could lead you into if you're interested in how people operate. I wonder if that's like a future in management of people or overseeing projects.
Yeah, maybe laid down the line.
I'm so rushing you. Like,
yeah, it's like, dude, come on. I haven't even figured out what I'm eating tonight. Relax.
Yeah, forget it. Forget it.
Relax
I'm
yourself.
pushing you. Yeah, nah, you got a few more years of just fucking steady grinding.
Yep.
A few more years of steady grinding. Here I am asking you.
All I know is
What do you find the most interesting? You're still trying to work out what everything does. Yeah, no, I'm fucking rushing it.
all I know is when I'm working with one specific person, I'm not allowed to do any bratty.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not allowed to.
Yeah, I know. It's cool. That's what's another interesting too. Is like, it's cool how everyone has a different set of skills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's
Yeah.
very, very interesting. I never expected that. You kind of, and it might just be the most minute detail, but you know to leave this person to go ahead and do this.
Yeah.
You know, and if you have 10 boys on a site, the project manager knows to come and just be like, this is what you do, this is what you do, this is what you do.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what people want to do. He knows what people are best at doing.
Yeah.
I think that's fucking pretty awesome.
I think that's, just thinking about that quickly, I think that's a pretty weird way for a project manager to look at things, though, to say, hey, you're better at this, you do that. Because if you do that long enough, those people are going to become very, like focused on what they can do.
Proficient.
They're not going to become good at everything. They're just going to become good at one thing.
But for certain projects I'm talking about, not for every project. Say you got
Yeah.
deadlines, fucking... This
Yeah.
might be like a type of job where they want to show this off to the nation.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Yeah, but you're right. You've also got to be able to get people to do things that they're not good at.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some of my favorite tradesmen. They've always said their favorite things to do are the things that they're not good at.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, fuck off. Like, fuck, if I'm not good at it, I don't want to do it. Yeah. No, it's cool. Fucking very cool, bro. I'm glad you're liking it too. But I just know that, and I've been thinking about this a little bit too. So I just want to hear what your opinions are. It's like I feel like I may be putting a little bit of pressure on you for the trade because I'm so passionate about doing it. So I just don't know whether you think that it's something that I'm expecting of you, or if it's something that you're genuinely just doing it on your own. You know what I mean?
Well, I like seeing the passion that you have for the trade because I know I don't have the same passion, but I'd like to think that I have a similar passion for the stuff that I'm doing in the trade. Like the work that I'm doing, I like to be passionate about it looking the best I can. And when it's not, like I sort of get the shit sometimes and I get in trouble, I've got to redo things. And then the second time, although it looks good, I didn't get it the first time. So it's like,
Yeah.
God damn it, it's annoying.
I'm still dealing with that. Trust me, I fucking barely get things on the first time looking perfect. Yeah. Well, that's cool. I'm glad that you're enjoying it because you're enjoying it. It's been, I don't know where I've got this mindset from, but it's almost like I just think, fuck, is he only doing it because I'm fucking telling him it's the best? Trust me, trust me, trust me. Or is he actually doing it because he wants to do it? Because as I've said this to you before, if there's anything else that you'd rather do, just do that instead. Like, trust me.
Oh, I don't think. Oh, I mean, if I got paid to sit around and watch a movie all day, I mean, yeah, I'd probably do that. But it's not going to happen, is it?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, dreams can come true. You just have to work at it. I think it'll take a bit of time before you got good at that. I'm sure you become like a movie reviewer or something.
No, I don't want to review. I just want to watch.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
Turn
it.
it off and never watch it ever again.
Turn it off and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Get paid for it.
Yeah, no, I think that's everyone's dream. But yeah, it's pretty fucking... You're so lucky, dude, that honestly, you're doing a trade. And especially the trade you're doing, because I can't push this enough. You have to have a career rather than just have a job. It is... I've told you this for fucking years, but it's so much more important. So much more important. Yeah. I get why people get jobs because jobs get people out of situations, you know? People are stuck. They might have no license. You know, they might have bills, they might have kids, they might be just need an extra bit of money to save them up to go on a holiday, whatever they need. So you get a job. But jobs suck, cunt. I can't imagine fucking working at fucking KFC or Macca's or fucking
I don't know how people
Office
do it.
Works or fucking...
But you used to work at like...
Yeah, when I was 14.
Yeah, so you... At least you know what it's like. I can't even imagine
but that's a
why
job.
people do it.
But that's a job. I had it because I needed money because I was a kid and I just wanted fucking money to buy weed. Right?
Yeah, but when I needed money for like to go buy a drink and I was like, I got no money, I just no longer wanted the drink. I didn't want to go get a job for the drink.
Oh, I did.
I gave up on wanting the drink.
Nah, fuck that, dude. I would have sucked cock for a fucking fucking sun kiss. Oh my god.
I got sun kissed out back right now.
Hey, fuck. I've still got 6 cans left over from the last guy to come on the pod. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know. I can't fucking stress on it enough. I'm always preaching it. Fucking get a career, don't get a job. But then what I'm more concerned in is people doing what they want to be doing. All right. So as long as you're enjoying the trade, keep doing the trade. If you ever start to dread it and can't stand doing it and you're thinking to yourself, like, I can't fucking do this for the next 30 years or however long it's going to be. Don't get me wrong. You could retire in 15 if you want, but realistically you got 30 more years. Then think really hard about what you want to be doing and work towards doing that instead.
I think, I can smell food. I think the biggest
How
thing...
are you even fucking contemplating food after
can
what we
smell
just
it.
ate?
I'm not contemplating it. It's like the fumes have lifted me up a little bit.
Oh, if I smelled it, I would have sunken into my seat and tried to hold back a vomit.
That's what happens when you eat 9 burgers and a waffle.
Oh, God, that was a great feed. Shout out to World Burger. Oh.
Nah, no shout outs unless they're sponsoring.
Yeah, fuck World Burger. Yeah, you're right. World Burger, I'm hitting you up. I'm after that sponsor. All right, so what were you saying? I was talking about passion, if there's anything you'd rather do. And before you got distracted by food, you were on a mission?
Yeah, that's right. So I was just thinking that I think when you're looking for what you want to do, I don't see it as much about where you want to work, what you want to do for a living that you would enjoy. Because to me, I'm always going to enjoy just sleeping at home. Like I just like sleeping. It's always what I want to do. But I think to me, it's more about if you've got to do something, what are you most happy to do, and like how it benefits you. Like to me, that's why I like where I'm working at the moment, because I know, even though it hasn't happened yet, eventually it'll lead to me working with my brother. Eventually it'll lead to a great like career, and it can lead to bigger and better stuff. And there's just always room to improve. So to me, there's not really any downsides to it.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right. It's a more realistic outlook than my fucking mentality. I'm always fucking looking at. I'm
Like,
very delusional. Let's just put that. Let's just say that. Yeah.
Looking for something that you'll enjoy and picking that for a job, it would take so many people too long to find, where by the time they're fully into it, they're going to think, I wasted all that time looking for the perfect thing, when they should be looking for what best suits their skills and what best suits what they need and want.
Very, very true. All right. Yes, very, very true. When I say what I'm saying, I'm talking in a sense that if everyone chased their dreams, right, we wouldn't have the society that we have today. We need the society that we have today. We need the cunts that are fucking making iPhones.
Shout out the sweatshops.
Yes, shout out to sweatshops. But we need to have the cunts that are just working in the service station so we can pay for our fuel. We need to have the cunts that are behind the counter at fucking the RTO that can fucking help us get our license. We need to have the cunts sitting at the fucking travel advisor so we can book our fucking flights. You know what I mean? No one's passionate about that kind of shit. Trust me. There ain't a person in the world that's passionate
I don't know.
about working at World Burger.
7-Eleven's pretty passionate. You walk in sometimes. Great to see you, man.
Yeah. Maybe if you're a poo from The Simpsons. All right. How funny is that? I didn't even realize The Simpsons have an Indian guy working at the fucking servo.
You never realized. Thank you, come again. How did you never realize that?
I just never I've noticed, but I didn't realize how big of a stereotype that actually was. Yeah, wow.
The Simpsons have literally every stereotype in it. How have you never realized
They
that?
have a black doctor.
Yeah, but he's horrible at his job, isn't he? Also, I thought he was more like not like an African doctor. I thought he was closer to Indian than anything.
Let's look it up. Let's look up
Yeah.
the doctor in The Simpsons.
I could have sworn there's an episode where his patient died though, and then
Doctor
he said that he's a horrible patient.
What's his name? Dr. Nick? Hi, Doctor.
I'm Dr. Phil.
Dr. Nick. I swear it's Dr. Nick. Dr. Hibbert. I was never
Hibbert.
going to get that. Oh, Dr. Nick's the other guy. It's Dr. Nick's the other one. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, that's the guy.
That's the other doctor. So, Dr. Hibbert. Let's look up.
Hibbert, yeah, I was not gonna
Dr.
get that.
Hibbert. Springfield's most prominent medical professional. Profile. High IQ of 155. He's a Mensa member, graduate of blah, blah, blah. A former stripper. Did not know
There
that.
you go.
Doctor. I did not know that. African American.
African American. Okay, yeah, so that's not a
Hey,
stereotype.
come on, man.
It's not a stereotype, I guess.
How many fucking African American doctors do you reckon there are in America?
I don't know. Probably not a lot.
5.7% of physicians are African American.
Okay, so that's not a one. But think about it. They've got groundskeeper Willie. He's meant to be Irish or whatever. He's a groundskeeper.
Yeah.
To me, that's a stereotype.
Yeah.
They've got Chief Wiggum. He's a big fat
fat
round cop that
donut
eats
eating
donuts,
fucking-
and he's
yeah.
horrible at his job.
With a retarded son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's got and in fact, all the cops are idiots.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's another one.
Homer is the fucking works at a nuclear power station. Like,
Yep.
come on.
And he's a big idiot.
Big dumb gun. Yeah. And he's also married to a
Stereotypical American.
smoke show, but
Yep, stereotypical American family.
yeah, because he makes money. He makes money. Too,
Yeah,
Homer,
exactly.
He makes
Yeah.
money. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's been a while since I watched The Simpsons.
Yeah. Anyway, what was it? I was saying that
Yeah, how do we get to The Simpsons?
because talking about fucking Apu working at 7-Eleven.
That's right.
So not everyone can chase their dreams because we need people to be the working class citizens in order to have the lives we live. But every now and then someone has to break out. I think this is a fact of life. Every now and then someone has to break out in order to give people the dreams or give people the hopes and expectations that they can achieve a life greater than their own. Because if everyone was just living baseline, no one would ever fucking have the ability to dream bigger. Because everyone's baseline. But you need to have a couple tall poppies in every field in order to help the rest of the field grow as large as they possibly can.
Well, that's what's referred to as the American dream, is that everyone's entitled to the life that they want, the life that they get to choose, their dream, like all their dreams. They're entitled to get that and chase that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this movie called The Great Gatsby, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Great movie.
Fantastic movie.
Great movie.
Better book. The book's better.
I dated a girl once whose mum was in that movie.
Really?
Yes.
Not bad, huh? Not bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it pretty much shows the American dream. You watch it.
Her mum was just a side character for like 1 second.
Oh. So she's
just a random fact. Was not a flex. Was not a flex.
What a waste of time.
Yeah. But she got paid like $2,000 to do it. Anyway, go on.
But yeah, the movie shows that when you first watch it, you can start from nothing. You can chase your dreams. Anyone can get anything that they want. But then you watch it again, and it does show that not really everyone can actually follow their dreams, because without the working class, without the people doing all the medial jobs that nobody wants to do, nobody will get their dreams.
Yeah.
So it is needed.
It is needed. You're right. So I don't mean it. I don't mean it when I say it. And Damo helped me come to this conclusion on our podcast, and you probably heard me editing a lot of it because you were in the room with me. We were arguing about whether because I was making a point that if you dedicate yourself and you take risks, you can achieve anything you ever want. I remember you sitting in the room as I was editing that scene, but the answer is realistically no, and I was never going to admit this with Damo in the room. The answer is no. Not everyone, but anyone can.
Yeah.
You know? I do believe that. Not everyone can do it, but anyone, because someone has to. It's just a fact. Like, people have to be the fucking Conor McGregors. People have to be, and that's just with skill. People can have that with nothing, like the fucking Jake and Logan Pauls or the fucking, all these other fucking influencers that I'm addicted to watching every day. Even people like Bryce Hall and fucking Josh Richards and all these TikTokers. It's like there has to be those people. So then why don't I may as well fucking be one, Why doesn't anyone decide they want to be that person? I think a lot of people don't decide they want to be those types of people. And I don't know how we got to this.
I don't know. Apu from The Simpsons.
Yeah. African Americans, doggos, that's it. Yeah. No, I don't know. It's cool, bro. It's cool. I'm glad you're doing it. I'm definitely fucking pushing your brain too hard when I'm asking you to think about the future in it, but I'm definitely glad that you're interested in doing it. Yeah. Because you've got to be interested. As long as you're not waking up miserable every day to go to work. Because I remember a time when you were doing your last apprenticeship, you were not enjoying going to work.
Not really, no. Not at the end of it.
And what made you not enjoy that compared to not enjoying, and compared to enjoying what you're doing now? Because you're still apprentice versus apprentice.
Yeah, I think it was just where I was at. I think it's because I thought there was easier ways for like things to happen. Like, rather than making me drive to this place where you would be working and they made me start 10 minutes earlier just so that I couldn't go with you, right? Like that, it just shit me and just made me waste so much money getting there, driving 2 hours to get there.
Yeah.
It was the biggest waste when, that annoyed me. And
That
there was
was
also
the-
stuff like having to drive to the workshop and then leave my car there. I think one time I had to leave my car there for like 5 days.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
even remember what it was for. But
Yeah. Yeah, it's because the tradesman wasn't being paid to drive you back to the workshop, and like it was just, I was never disappointed that you quit that job. It was just fucking not worth it. 100% not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking ridiculous. So I can see definitely why. So it was just the environment.
I think it
different.
was the environment because the
Yeah.
actual work part of it, it wasn't too bad. It was a little bit boring, and it was literally the same thing over and over again every day. But,
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't too
that's
bad.
work.
Yeah, it's like pretty similar now.
Yeah. I can see why it would be a valuable company for some people to work at, the last company we're at, but yeah, I can definitely see why it wasn't valuable for the electrical side of things, especially being fucking, we're not going to work together. What the fuck was that?
Working at the same place.
We're working on the same side that was, 2 hours away?
Yeah.
Where was this one we're going to? Brookvale?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, fuck off.
Finishing the same time, starting the same time. Couldn't go together.
Yeah, yeah. And I had free fuel, free car, free tolls,
Yeah.
and you had to fucking pay for it all on your own. This is when fuel just hit its max price.
Yep.
Oh, God. Fucking first year wages. Yeah, no, not a joke. Fuck that company, eh? Now that you've reminded me, I don't forgive that. I don't forgive that. I do not forgive that company for that. I might even fucking badmouth that last company for the next few episodes on the pod. Fuck that company. That was just the dog move. Yeah. Anyway, I'm fucking grateful for it. Let's see what some of the things that I have fucking on the list of pod tops.
Pod tops.
Oh,
Snack, isn't it?
yeah. So I'm going to look this up, but I'm going to just mention it real quick right now.
Better not be about my illegal tax return that I forged.
Oh, God.
I'm
Cut.
I'm kidding.
Fuck, forget it. Forget it. I've got to get better at that thing. All right. So did you hear about the American fighter pilot jet that went missing?
What do you think?
I'm guessing no.
No.
All right. Good,
I
good.
reckon there's been more than one that's gone missing, though.
Maybe. I'm not saying
this
it's never
recent?
happened in... Yeah, really recently.
Okay. No, I have not heard about it.
All right. So, I think this is one of the craziest things I've ever heard, but let's have a look. It's called Jet F-35. It's a F-35 jet, and it went missing for more than 24 hours after 24 hours after a pilot safely ejected from flying it. It was never seen again. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And the American military went out on national news and said, all right, look, we've lost this F-35 jet. We're just wondering, has anyone seen it? Because we don't know where it is.
Embarrassing, huh?
Like,
Your military loses a jet.
if anyone sees it, just give us a call. Right, and I think that is one of the craziest statements to put out to the public. Like, hey, if anyone finds a jet, it's ours. It's got our name on it. Just please return to fucking fire.
It's like when you see someone stapling stuff to the poles and you check it out, you're like, oh, what's that?
Yeah,
35 jet? What?
What the fuck?
How'd you lose a jet?
Yeah, please call this number. Oh my God. But I just looked it up, and apparently they crashed on the Sunday, which is like 2 days ago. So it must have been last week for America.
Mm-hmm.
Which was after a malfunction prompted by the pilot to eject near the Charleston airport.
I saw that.
But the $100 million fighter jet wasn't found. Here we go. Wasn't found for more than 24 hours later, approximately 60 miles north of Charlestown. 60 miles. That's like 130 something Ks.
60 miles? Nah, not 130 Ks. It'd be about 100. I think it's 100 Ks.
100? Let's look up.
I think it should be about 100 on the dot. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're right. 96.56 Ks. So how much Ks is a mile?
I think
1 kilometer is equivalent to 0.6 miles.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought it would be the same as like pounds and kilos.
Nah.
2.2 to fucking 1.
These dumb Americans don't know how to do shit.
It doesn't even, so it's not even the same metric system as weight, distance.
No.
What the fuck, dude? Who cares, bro? Fucking stupid Americans. Yeah, but 100 kilometers away. So he ejected and the plane went for 100 kilometers, bro.
I saw the video of the guy ejecting from the plane. I thought I saw the jet blow up in that same thing, but I guess not.
Nah, that was the Battlefield trailer.
That was not the Battlefield trailer.
Speaking of the Battlefield trailer, did you see that video of I don't know how to explain it because I don't understand the guy. I don't remember the guy's name, but this gamer, streamer, YouTuber from back in the day in Battlefield 1, the original one, did the first ever.
Oh, I know what you're talking
He
about.
did the. Oh, I see what I'm talking about. Good.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll look it up so I can best describe it.
It's called the RendeZook.
Yeah,
That's
here
what
we
it's
go.
called.
Yeah, the RendeZook.
It's where you in the game, you used to fly your jet up really high, and if there's another jet chasing you, you jump out of your jet, shoot a rocket at the other jet, and get back in your jet.
Yeah, it's fucking dopest thing. It was one of the dopest clips of all time. One of the first,
hands down.
When YouTube clips were first popping off. This is back in like Phase days, Phase Prime.
Yeah.
So anyway, RendeZook did exactly that. He fucking went up in his fucking jet. Enemies coming. You can see that he's locking onto him. So he ejects. He jumps backwards as the plane's going up. The other guy's following him. He shoots him with his fucking bazooka. As the plane goes back down, he lands back in and he safely takes off. Anyway, massive internet sensation. When the Battlefield trailer came out, Battlefield 2042, they released in the trailer that exact clip. Not exact clip, but they recreated it to be part of the game. And there's a fucking viral video of the actual RendeZook gamer watching it for the first time as he's watching the trailer. And he's just screaming passionately. He can't believe it. It's honestly one of the most heartwarming clips on the internet.
That's a great clip.
Oh, God, it's so fucking good.
He created something that it's like everyone's been trying to do it since he created it. All the time people are trying to do it. And some people do it, but it's very hard to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then...
Do you reckon that was his, like, do you reckon he planned it, or do you reckon it was just one of those, like, fight or flight moments in the game for him?
I reckon he was thinking... I reckon he tried it a few times before getting it.
Yeah.
And then when he finally got it, he's like, now look, everyone, look what I've created. First try.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I like to believe it was first try. It'd be
cool if it was first try, but there's just no way.
But I'll put a link in the description for anyone who would like to watch it, because it is honestly one of the greatest moments in gaming history, I think. But being able to merge acknowledgement with skill. You know what I mean? Like the Battlefield was like, yeah, you're the god, cunt. You're the fucking god.
Yeah.
So that was a great fucking honor. It would be so cool to do something like that. Would you ever do gaming or anything like on put it on YouTube?
Not these days.
Not these days?
Nah.
So you would have done it in the past?
Yeah, I think I tried to do it when I was younger.
How young is younger?
Oh, 10.
10, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm pushing a decade now.
Yeah.
yeah. Parkour. That was me.
Parkour.
Yeah.
No, but I just think even the last a few years ago, I sort of tried to play professionally, and I made a little bit of money, but it was just not worth it. I was breaking stuff and yelling all the time. Oh God,
It was costing you more money.
It was a nightmare to live with me for sure.
It was a negative geared income.
Yeah. Spent more money on keyboards and monitors than I made for sure.
Yeah, dude, Fossey came over today when you went out for a little bit. And shout out to Fossey, and for everyone listening, he bought the fucking greatest fucking gift for the fucking podcast studio ever, and I cannot wait to put it out here. You'll be seeing it in the next episode filmed. It's fucking such an... It's going to be situated right here for everyone who's watching. Anyway, what am I getting at? Yeah, so he's still playing video games, Fossey, and he fucking raged the other day. He told me yesterday he was so pissed off. He's like, honestly, I'm embarrassed of how angry I get while I'm playing. He had made a pie earlier that day, and he had tomato sauce, and he smashed this pie while he was playing the game, right? And then later on that day, he's fucking raging, so he picks up this fucking sauce bottle and pegs it at the fucking door, and his gaming room is basically like a lounge room, like it's in the second lounge room. So he's pegged this fucking tomato sauce bottle at the door, and it's exploded and just covered the walls, the roof, the floor, and he's like, oh fuck. And he had to fucking get up and it took him like 20 minutes to clean it
It's
all
like,
up.
as soon as you do something like that, it's the immediate, you idiot. It just makes you even more angry.
Oh God. I remember being like that a little bit when I was younger, but I couldn't tell you the last time I punched the fucking window when I was driving the car. Remember that? That was the last time I did that. Remember I had the smash window? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last time I did
But
something
that wasn't
like
from games.
Yeah, but it was out of rage. It was out of
True.
that momentary destruction fit that you go through.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, fuck, you used to fucking rage. I don't hear you raging that much anymore, eh?
I get angry sometimes, but
Not the
often.
same. It's
Nowhere
more just
near the
like
same.
sometimes now you're mostly just telling cunts what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. I went from like breaking stuff, and then there was a time where I'd just like I'd get the shits and I'd just start comparing people to fruit. Like, oh, there's pineapple with more brain cells. Like,
Yeah,
and then I went back to just you dumb cunt, like you
Yeah.
idiot.
you waste of life. You fucking yeah. No, you're doing fucking good. I remember back in the day. It's like, oh, I just hear you going off. It's like, oh, for
I remember
fuck.
back. I used to like invite people to Xbox chats and
Yeah.
kill yourself, like shit like that.
Yeah, I used to be like that too. Yeah. Yeah. But mind you, I used to only play COD ever. It was the only game I ever played. So it's kind of like it's part of the terms and
Like,
conditions.
you didn't play COD unless you did that.
Yeah, it's just the
Yeah.
terms and conditions and you play. You have to speak like that.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise it's like you shouldn't be playing COD.
I liked hearing like someone will yell and then you're like, oh, please stop. My son's playing right now. Fuck your son. Like, I hate your son.
They started to suck my dick.
Yeah. Like, and then some people who like haven't talked yet are like, fuck that kid. Like,
hey, that's not right, man.
that's not right, dude. You can't say that.
Hey, pay that man. That's not right. Yeah, nah, cool. But yeah, why wouldn't you do it anymore? Why don't you think it's worth fucking uploading shit to YouTube?
Oh, uploading to YouTube, I don't know. I stopped caring about that. I don't really want people hearing what I think and say too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, me neither.
No, I mean like when I play games, I just like say the first thing that comes to mind, and I would not be allowed on the internet.
Yeah, we better hope we remember to beat that one.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. 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 I gotta fix my camera if I want to see it comfy. Like, look at that.
Yeah, I accidentally went like this before, and I was
And you're like, ooh, my camel toe.
ooh.
Yeah. What do they call it? A fucking frog's finger or something?
What? I don't know. What?
I just completely fucking put an animal and a limb together for that one.
No one said those words together ever. No one's ever thought the word frog's finger.
That's gonna be the new one when your bulge is showing. The frog's finger. All right, another thing that I did notice recently while looking at the TikTok and shit was that cigarette companies in Australia are pushing for this new warning system, this new warning thing. So you know how when you buy a pack of cigarettes in Australia, it's got like a warning, causes cancer, and you see like a fucking dead baby or a fucking blood in someone's shit. And
Shriveled lungs and
shriveled
stuff.
lung.
Yeah.
Brian Legend, shout out to Brian. I don't know, this is the fucking craziest shit ever. But do you know also no other country fucking does that?
I believe you.
Yeah, Australia's the only country that does that. But oh, you know what? I got to look up the fucking stats for this too because I was actually looking at this the other day because I was curious. But all right, so how many people do you reckon smoke in 1991 in Australia on a percent level?
How many is this of adults or of people in general? The whole population.
Just daily smokers or the whole population.
Daily smokers in the whole population. I'd say it was maybe 17%.
17%. Well, we actually had 24.3%, so almost a quarter
Okay.
of the entire country was smoking cigarettes
Okay.
in 1991. Now, only, how many years would this be later? 10, 20, 18 years later.
Yep.
How many people do you reckon are smoking cigarettes? In 2019.
That's not 18 years later.
Yeah,
Didn't you say 1991
yeah.
to 2018? The math's not mathin', bud.
Let's just remember to cut that. Okay, so 28 years later.
I reckon.
That's what I said, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon as a percentage we'd be at 31.
No, 11%.
Oh, it went down.
So people smoking in almost 30 years went down by almost more than half,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty crazy. And it also shows an increase in the proportion of people who have never smoked, which was 49% in 1991. Have never touched a cigarette. Half population. Today, well, in 2019, 63% of the nation has never smoked a cigarette. So it's pretty fucking great statistics. And I think,
It's a good
honestly,
standalone statistic.
I think what done that was probably the fact that we have the fucking symbols all over the fucking cigarettes that scare people away from them.
Yeah.
So in 2021 to 2022, 1 in 10 adults were currently daily smokers, which is 10.1%.
Mm-hmm.
Young people were less likely to be current daily smokers, 7.1%, than in 2011 to 2012, which was 16.5%. So in the last 10 years, the people who are daily smokers has gone down by half. The people who have been smoking since 2019 has dropped by another further 1%. Anyway, what I was getting at with this was that Australia is about to do something else to try and lower the amount of people smoking again, because it doesn't matter what they try and do, people will continue to smoke, even though it's about $55 fucking dollars to $60 for a packet of Winnie Blues these days.
Yep.
And they're going to start doing the warning labels on every single cigarette. So every single individual cigarette is going to have warning, causes cancer, or fucking, do you want your fucking dick to fall off, or
Well,
fucking...
the prices are going to go up even more now.
Prices are going to go up even more. It's obviously an extra chemical they're going to have to add to the cigarette now to get the fucking words written across it. So it's going to be worse for you. But it blows my mind that people continue to smoke cigarettes for their entire life. Does anyone you know smoke cigarettes like on the weekends and like on the weekdays and at work?
No.
No? No. Well, I probably know a handful of people nowadays. 5 to 10. Probably 10 people that smoke cigarettes, which is a pretty crazy number considering like I do know a few people.
Yeah.
And back in the day, like before vape days, I reckon half the people I knew smoked cigarettes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it could have just been the fact that I was younger. But yeah, it blows my mind that people smoke cigarettes up until they're 50, 60, even 30. Like, why are you still smoking cigarettes at 30? Like, that's fucking ridiculous, bro. Fucking crazy. But vaping, on the other hand, oh my God, I get vaping. I don't know what they'd have to do to vapes to make them, like, scare me off them. But fuck, bro, they ain't doing nothing.
I don't possibly understand how you can not stop. I don't get it.
Oh, it's fucking...
I bought one just so I can try and get in your shoes, and I don't get it. I lost it the other day, and I was like, I don't give a fuck.
You bought a vape just so you could see what it's like to be addicted to vaping?
Yeah.
Why?
Sometimes I like to try new experiences.
Like being an addict.
I like to challenge myself.
I get that.
And I beat it.
I do get
It's
that.
easy.
I do
It's
get
easy.
that. Yeah, well, you are speaking my language here. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just it's a fucking nectar from the fucking heavens, bro. Sent straight to my fucking bloodstream. Like, it's like, I was born to be holding it. You know what I mean? Maybe, I think when I came out, my hands were so tight because like I didn't have anything to hold. When I came out of the fucking womb, it was like, oh fuck, I was probably sucking on the umbilical cord. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember what I was getting at. It was something to do with fucking the warning labels on fucking cigarettes. But I think that's pretty fucking cool. I do like the fact that we're trying to do that. I do like the fact.
Yeah, it is good. And it's also similar how we're like the leading gambling nation. And now they're getting rid of all the VIP signs.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they've been
So I
trying to
think
do that for a long
I think
time.
we're starting to realise just how fucked we are.
Yeah. We are the gambling capital of the world, Australia, by a landslide. I've said this in the podcast tenfold, so everyone who probably already knows this statistic as well. But we have more pokies in Sydney than the rest of the world has combined, including Las Vegas.
Yep.
It's a pretty fucking crazy statistic. I think one pokey machine that they tested made like $3 million at one of the lowest pubs they could find any 1 year or something like that. Each, I heard this once. I haven't looked this up to see if it's true, but I heard that it costs $250,000 to keep a license per machine. So if you think about like the Edamoga, how many machines would they have there? 20?
Well, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22-1, 22, 23, 24. I think it's 25.
I think it's 27. I think it's 27. You got 4 when you walk in, back to back.
Which door?
From the main from like the street.
Yep.
4 when you walk in, across the road from the bar. Then you got 1 sitting there across the panda, 1 on the other side.
Yep.
That's 6. Then
Yep.
you got 3 in the middle.
Yep.
3 behind him.
Yep.
That's another 6. So you got 12.
Yep.
Then you got 6 on the back wall,
Yep.
which is 18.
Yep.
Then you got 3 on the wall across from that, on the other side from when you walk out.
No, there's 2 there.
3 there.
No, there's 2 there.
There's 2 there. You're right. There's 2 there. So we're at 20.
Yep.
And then you got 6 in the corner.
Oh, is there 6 there? I thought there was 5 there.
No, there's 6 there. There's 8 there now.
No.
8 there. There's 8 there. You got 28. 28. So you got
Sure,
28.
28.
28 times 250,000. So what's that? That's fucking...
7 million.
What's that? 18 years?
That's about 20 feet.
I don't know much about a carrot. Yeah. So what's that? What'd you say? 7 million? Yeah, 7 million. That's right. I knew that too. I was just working that out too, making sure. I knew that. I got that first, by the way, too. So yeah, 7 million. So that's just for Edamoga to have the machines per year
Yep.
is 7 million.
That's not including printer paper and
Not including
maintenance.
yeah,
amount of
staff.
people that break them.
Yeah, staff, the free drinks they give out, the free food they give out.
Yep.
You know, the rest of Edamoga wouldn't survive without that.
Yep.
The fucking bar doesn't make any money. The fucking bistro doesn't make any money. The entertainment, the gaming area, none of it makes any fucking money. So
Yep.
they're fucking. What's the total cost of having the Edamoga for the pokey room? 15 million, 20 million per year, and they're still
Probably.
making profit. They've still got enough money to upgrade the fucking venue every single week.
Yep.
So it's amazing how much money we spend on gambling in Australia. But yeah, the VIP signs, they've been trying to take that away for a while. So did you hear recently that they're doing it?
I think they did pass it.
They did pass it.
Within the near future, if places that are caught with the VIP signs, I think it's like a huge fine for each time that the VIP is advertised.
Really?
Yeah, it's a huge fine.
I wonder if they can afford it.
Yes, they can. Yeah, I reckon some places will just say, fuck it, it's worth it.
You just say, fuck it, VIP lounge. Yeah.
Fuck it, gamble.
Yeah. Yeah. You win some, you keep trying. Yeah, but I think that just to talk about the smoking part of it too, is that whatever we can do to lower the number as much as possible, I think we should do, because I don't think it should be illegal, but I think it's bad. No one should do it. It should be fucking wrong. No one should do it, but it shouldn't be illegal. Gambling, no one should fucking do it, but it shouldn't be legal. It should be allowed to do it.
Well, I think it's actually needed.
You think it's needed? What,
Yeah.
smoking or gambling?
Gambling. Well, smoking too, but also gambling. It's a unbelievable part of our economy. Unbelievable part. Oh, yeah. I just think it should be legal because I also don't see there's anything wrong with it. Like, I get that, like,
Well, you can see there's something wrong with it.
obviously there's nothing good about it, but also, really, it's just taking advantage of people being idiots.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
nothing illegal about that.
But that's one of those things that should be illegal, taking advantage of idiots. You can't lie to people and deceive people and trick people in a court of law. You can't convince someone. You can't what's the word? Like,
Well, technically, every single person that goes into that room knows they're not going to win money. It's everywhere in the room that they're going to lose.
yeah.
They're idiots.
Yeah. They are idiots. But it's wrong to take advantage of people for being idiots.
I think the wrong part is that it shouldn't
actually
be allowed
illegal
to
to
serve
take advantage.
alcohol in that room.
Yeah.
That's what I think shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
And I think it won't be allowed for long.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's something that they should change. That's a great point.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be allowed to feed idiots idiot potion.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
once they get someone in the seat, then it's over because then what they look to do, they don't want you getting up from your seat. That's why
Yeah.
oh, can we get you this? Can we get you that?
Yeah. Yeah, you're so right.
That's the part to me that's like, okay, it's a bit much.
Yeah,
Relax.
come on.
Dial it back.
Yeah, it's like keeping a bunch of cows in a warehouse just to fuck, you know what I mean? It's pretty fucking crazy. Yeah, I think that it's like it's funny because I can't think of the word for it, but you can't be a con artist. You know what I mean? You can't
Yeah.
trick people into giving you their money. You can't fucking like use the art of persuasion to make someone do something for you, even though they're all, you're technically not breaking laws, but it's illegal to do that kind of shit. You can't false advertise. You can't it's wrong to do the wrong thing. But you're allowed to fucking take people's money knowing that they're not going to win. You know what I mean? Surely you're doing something subconsciously to people to make them think they're going to win, and you're just fake advertising that, oh, we're doing the right thing, but you're so good at being a con artist that you're convincing people that they're going to win. You know what I mean?
But there's also, it's hard for them to classify it as illegal when really no one should be losing their money. Oh, how do I say it? It's like, if you go in there, at some point you're going to have more than what you came in with. At one point or another. You're going to have more money than what you came in with, and people can stop there. And then they didn't lose everything. They didn't lose anything. But because they're so good at making you sit there, then that's how you lose everything.
But it's not even like you're going to hit the feature. It's not like that. You could have fucking 50 fucking $10 hits in a row before you win a $300 feature.
Yeah.
You've still lost $200 in the process. It doesn't mean that you've gotten up past the point. It's not like you're going to get more money. It's like, that's still a gamble to get more money than you came with. To hit $53 when you started with 50 doesn't mean it's gonna happen.
But it's also like, you say to your friend, hey, I'm going to roll this 6-sided dice 4 times. If I get the number 2 in any of those 4 rolls, then I'll give you $10. Then you're like, oh, of course. It'd be pretty easy to get that.
Yeah.
And then you get it.
But the thing is that, but that's illegal.
But he says it again and again and again.
But that's illegal in Australia. Play dice. You can't play dice. You can't flip a coin for money in Australia. You can't play heads or tails.
Well,
that's
that was
illegal.
an example. I just
I know.
picked a
But
dice.
what I'm saying is an example is
I did not know that was illegal.
Yeah, you can't. It's like heads or tails.
I bet on that in Year 12 maths.
There's one day a year where you can play heads or tails, and it's Anzac Day. Every other day of the year, you're not allowed to play it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone listening, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. So if we've made such a fucking nation out of the ideology that you can only do the right thing and you can't do wrong by people, how the fuck are these gambling people taking advantage of so many Australians?
That's funny to me, though.
Yeah, it blows my mind. But at the same time, I don't think it should be illegal. You know what I mean? I think that we need to have way more, because I believe in the ability to be able to do whatever you want with your own decisions, as long as you're not affecting anyone else in a harmful way, then the companies that are profiting off this should be spending so much money of the profits. You know how they have those cards like stop gambling?
Yeah.
It should be like information pressed out for the people all the time. Like, listen, this is how much money people made. This is how much money people lost this year gambling. This is how much money people thought they were going to make. This is what people could have made if they invested it in this instead. There should be information out there with what to do with your money instead of just letting people go join this fucking beast of a fucking machine called gambling. Like, it should be legal, but it shouldn't be what it is. It's fucking crazy, cunt.
And you know how weird it is that, like, all you would have to do is turn the lights down a little bit. All you'd have to do is no noise from the machines. And that would lose so much money.
Yeah, yeah.
But they also can't do that because it's also the same way that, like, shopping centers and malls, they're like, it's something to do with how your brain works, that they engineered a way to design it where you have to buy something if you go there.
Yeah.
It's almost
like
impossible
Disneyland.
to not buy something.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's the same with the pokies.
Yeah.
It's engineered so that you're spending
It's the same
money.
with ads, and to be honest, it's the exact same thing as me trying to fucking record a video and putting it on the internet. Because when I'm editing it, I'm visualizing a way that's most pleasing for people to watch it. And
Exactly.
I'm editing the audio in a way that's most pleasurable for people to listen to it.
Exactly.
So I understand, that's the thing, I understand how they're doing it. I understand why it is what it is. I'm saying I don't understand why there isn't enough implementations in place to help educate people as to what the fuck is actually happening. Or do you think that everyone is aware and no one cares because we are brought up to be self-destructive.
Oh, I think everyone who goes to the pokies knows exactly what they're doing.
You think everyone is aware? Or do you
Every
reckon just
single
like the
person.
people like us who just like, we're switched on, you know, we came from fucking good families. Everyone we know, they're intelligent enough people. We don't hang around with drop kicks and losers and druggos. You think,
I reckon people from overseas that have just come to the country, maybe, I reckon those people might be like, oh, I could make money from these. And those are the only idiots in that room. Everyone else is the bigger idiot. Because they know better, but they still do it.
yeah, I know.
But I just can't see it being illegal because, like,
It shouldn't be illegal. That's it's so hard, bro. I'm so conflicted.
but you go to a shopping center, right? And the way they're designed, you're going to buy something. More times than not, you're going to spend money. Pokies are the same way, but instead of spending money to get clothes or a bit of food, you're spending money for an experience. And within that experience, you have the slim chance to make money. That's what you're purchasing. To me, you're not wasting money. You're purchasing that experience of wasting money.
Yeah, but you don't actually leave with anything because even if you purchase the ability to win a little bit more money, you're designed to leave with less money than you came with.
But I think they can argue that they're designed it so that you're purchasing an experience. That's the transaction. They give you an experience.
But it's a
They
false
get your money.
experience. That's the point. It's a false experience because you're experiencing the excitement or the fucking the edge of winning. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But there's no such thing because it's designed.
there is a thing.
But it's designed in a way to make you not leave, to make you come back, to bet again, to fucking double your legs, to fucking try. You know what I mean? Like even if you win, you're always 100% of the time, 100% of the time, gonna put it back on gambling.
But that's what is so funny about it to me is that, like, they just were so good at their creation that, like, it can't be stopped. And I think...
But it can be stopped. It
No,
can
it
be
can't.
stopped.
It can't.
It can be stopped. They need to stop it.
No, I don't think it can be stopped. I think it's just always going to be a thing.
They could definitely stop it. Just because something becomes so proficient doesn't mean that it can't be told not to be done anymore. If it's legal, right? And if a government and a society and a democracy are all going to vote on the idea that, yeah, we're going to allow these fucking global gambling organizations to continue to fucking drain Australians, better say Americans,
Yep.
then they should say, right, everyone has got the ability now to do the same thing. And any person should be allowed to go out and spend as much time as they can conning and deceiving people to make them think one thing, but in reality, it's that person's fault because they've actually trusted something that was false. Because that's exactly what gambling is. Gambling is, as you say, paying for an experience of I might win and I might be able to go home with more money than I came with. This is a profit. This is a good experience. But they're actually holding a bad experience because they know these people, they wouldn't be giving people money. They know that people are going to be giving them back more money. It's false. It's fucking fake. So how can that be legal? That's what
But they're
I'm
not
trying to say.
actually knowing people will come back. They rely on people coming back. That's two separate things.
No, they have 100% certainty, bro.
No, they don't, because some people don't come back.
No, they don't, bro.
I'm telling you, some people don't go back.
How many on a percentage level would
I know
you say?
3 people who have gone there, won money, and never been back.
No chance.
Yes, chance.
They're lying, bro.
No, they're not.
They're lying.
I see them every week.
They're liars. They're liars, bro. There's no chance. There's no chance. I do not believe it. We'll never believe it. Those people will go back to the pokies. How would they win money and then never go back? Why would they win
Because
money?
they know that, like, they're just going to lose it.
But they were happy to lose it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're not.
No, because they're smart enough to realize, like, why would I want to lose it? Like,
That they weren't smart enough the first time.
no, my friend Oscar, he went in with like $20 the other day. And he did 10-cent bets and went up to like $120. I shit you not. And he's like, I'm never coming back here again.
He's lying. He's got the bug, bro. He's got the fucking bug. I'm telling you.
I'll see him on Tuesday.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Don't believe that for 1 second. It's a crazy, crazy part of fucking society, bro. It fucking, and the thing is, I'm talking about it, but I'm hooked. Like, I'm one of these fucking spastics, bro. My lock screen is literally the word no to constantly remind myself not to fucking gamble. Like, because it's so incisive, the idea of winning, even though I know I'm not going to.
Yeah. I think it's just people being arrogant and thinking, oh, but I'm different. I'm the one who will win. I think that's what it is.
It's that same tall poppy, eh? It's the same tall poppy as people who think they can fucking break out of society.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone thinks they're fucking something different. Sometimes I go, right, to the pokies and I'm like, I'm going to lose $1,000 today. Like, how the fuck has someone done that to my brain? That just blows my mind.
I go there and I'm like, all right, this is how much I'm prepared to lose tonight. And then I'll go in there and I'll win money and I'll be like, at what point do I say it's enough?
Yeah.
And it's never enough. It's never enough.
No.
For me, it's normally I'll only cash out if I lose all my money and the last second I win a massive one. And I'm like, I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, I start panicking before I lose all of it again.
Dude, I'll go in and I'll play and it will be like, all right, I'm willing to put $500 down today, right? Let's just say 500. You gamble with the 500, you get up, it's about 650, 700, but it's gone down to 300 at one point. So it feels like a big win, but you're only a couple $100 more. So it's like, oh, I haven't really made that much money compared to what I came with.
Yeah.
Then you win big and it's like 1,000, right? Fuck. That wasn't too bad. That took like what, 40, 50, 60 hits last time. Should become a bit quicker this time. So then you play with it a bit more. Then all of a sudden you're back to 750 again. You're like, right, I came with 500. I may as well leave with 500. Let's just see if I hit another one in the meantime. So you get down to 500 and then you're like, well, I said I was going to lose 500 anyway.
For me, at that point, it's normally like, fuck, I just spent 500. It's just around the corner now.
Yeah.
Like, it's like that. That's what it is.
But it's also like, well, I did say I would lose it.
Yeah,
So,
I set it aside.
yeah.
Like,
And then you can play for fucking 2 hours, bro. You can be back at $250. People are, all right, dude, just walk away. It's like, but it's cost me $250 to be here. You know what I mean? So, and then when you lose it all, you're like, right, I didn't hit one in the last 60, 70 spins. Let's go try one more $500 withdrawal. Come back in, and it's just around the corner. Yeah. Fucking crazy.
what they do to me a lot of the times is they keep me going, and it'll look like I'm not moving. Like I've got the same amount I started with like half an hour later, and I'm like, well, fuck. Well, this time if I win big, it'll be different. I'll just up my bet so I win more this time. And then nothing will happen. And 4 minutes later, I'm like, what the fuck?
And then you go back to the smaller bets and then you win less than money than you just spent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or they'll like, you look at the thing and you look at the coins and you're like spinning and you're seeing them go past and you're like, damn, if I hit 6 coins right here, that would have been $800. And then you'll hit 6 coins half an hour later.
$45.
Yeah, you're like, oh, what's that? $11.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. All right, I've had multiple times where I'm like just waiting for that the wild card feature where I've spent $800 chasing this fucking wild card feature, bro. I just want my fucking 6 free games. And then you get it and you're like, oh, thank God this is going to pay. And it's $21. You're like, are you fucking serious? Oh, the next one will have to pay. Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous, bro. But speaking of fucking currency and money and shit, I did see that Australia is bringing out a $5 coin. Have you seen that?
Stupid.
That's awesome, bro.
I hate coins.
Well, they're only making it's not like a part of actual everyday transaction because they're gonna fucking get rid of money entirely.
Good.
Cash is gone. Good. All forms of cash. Not good. Terrible fucking thing for Australians.
I hate cash.
Cash is what we need.
All my cash just goes straight to the post.
Yeah,
I hate it.
Let's fucking fix one issue at a time.
I hate it.
Let's figure out how to stop that, and then we'll figure out how to keep cash. But they're making 30,000 of these $5 minted coins.
Cramped.
You're right there.
Cramped. Cut that. Cut that.
Yeah, well, they're making, as I said, 30,000 of these $5 coins, and they're going to be minted with, I think they said 200 or 300 different places around Australia, like the Big Banana, the Big Yam, the Big Ram, the Big fucking Lobster, all these fucking sightseeing places.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot fucking wait to start collecting these $5 coins, bro. I think they're going to start selling for $20 or $30 each, which is pretty crazy because it's a $5 coin and you actually can spend it for a worth of $5. But they cost $30 each. But I think that's fucking dope, bro.
Why?
I fucking love coins, dude. I had the greatest coin collection ever before. My coin collection now is alright, but I had I reckon I had 100 of those fucking minted fucking coins, the coloured ones, the $2 ones, and I just loved collecting them, bro.
I
don't
hate
have them
feeling
anymore.
coins in my wallet. I throw them away.
You fucking what?
I throw coins away. Unless they're gold, then I'll like save them for a rainy day. But
Why don't you just bring them home and put them in a money box or give them to me?
I hate having coins.
Give them to me.
If I'm out somewhere and I pick up my wallet and I'm like, oh, what is that? I pull out a handful of coins.
Do you at least throw it at a bird or something productive?
Throw it at a bird.
Yeah.
Nah, sometimes I'll like just leave them on a random table or a counter somewhere. Like someone will get them,
Dude.
but I don't care. It's fucking 80
I don't
cents.
know if-
Random 80 cents. Get out of here.
It's 80s, but it's an actual 80 cents worth of coins.
Yeah, get out of here.
If something was worth 80 cents, yeah, fucking bin it, bro.
There's no difference.
Throw that at a bird.
No difference.
I can't imagine the idea of leaving coins anywhere. That blows my mind. If I see a coin on the floor, I'm like, fuck yeah, I can't. I literally say every time I pick up a coin, see a penny, pick it up, add all day, I'll have good luck.
Such a loser.
I say it every
Such a
time.
loser.
Every time, bro.
it's
Like
might
I'll
be
be
a bit
working
far
in the
away.
supermarket and we'll pull the fridges out and I'm like, fuck yeah. See a penny, pick it up, and I run over there and all day I'll have good luck, and then I just put it in my pocket.
I cannot tell
I
you
wonder
the
how
amount
many
of times-
people are the same as you.
Can't believe the amount of times I've seen like 5 cents on the floor and I've looked around and I've been like, because I know that person also just threw it away. I look around and I'm like, fuck yeah.
Wow.
Fuck that 5 cents.
Dude, I see it and I think to myself, oh, how unlucky someone dropped this 5-cent coin. Oh, it's the yin and the yang. That's what I think.
Oh, dude, it shits me.
That's
I can't
crazy.
believe people keep coins.
I wish I knew how to do polls and shit. Or if I had enough listeners, I'd be able to do a poll right now. Do you throw coins on the floor or do you keep them?
I'm sure people don't throw them on the floor, but I reckon people hate them.
You're fucking insane. I remember one time I collected so many coins. I think I had $400 in $2 coins.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was a lot. And then I was going to go to the bank with them, but then I had them in my car for a while because I had them in a container. Then I needed the container, so I poured them all into my center console. I used to have this Hilux. So I poured them all into there, and it was just full of $2 coins. And then Monday I was going past a shop, and there was like a Vitamin King, and I was going to buy some protein powder or some shit. And then I seen they had these fucking protein bars on the counter, cheap as. They were like $1, $1.50. And I was like, fuck, why is there so many of them? And like, oh, we're just fucking getting rid of them. We got fucking heaps of them, and we're just fucking trying to get rid of some dead stock. I'm like, how much for all of them? And he's like, oh, how much you got? And I'm like, I've got about $400. And he's like, I'll give you everything. He gave me boxes. This is years ago. This would have been when I was like 17. Boxes, bro. I reckon I had like hundreds of these fucking protein bars. Hundreds of the cunts. And then I went to the car and I fucking grabbed a fucking bag and I literally poured $400. So how much is that? 200?
Yeah.
200 coins, bro. And just fucking gave it to him. And he's like, bro, just take him. He didn't even count it. Just like, take him. Yeah, it turns out they were going out of date.
Turns out they were diseased or something.
Yeah, they were expiring in like a fucking few weeks.
It's like when you bought all those fucking
So I threw them at
bus
birds.
tickets and it's like when you got all those train tickets or whatever it was.
What train tickets?
I remember at Rouse Hill, you bought all, or you collected all these trains and bus tickets, and you're like, "Fuck yeah, I'm never gonna need to buy another one."
Yeah.
And then they were like, "We brought out these Opal
Oh, yeah,
cards,
that's
no more tickets."
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I just used to flash them a fucking card or something, and it would work. If I
Yeah, it's
flash
what-
them a ticket.
That's what. Yeah, you just show them
Yeah.
a ticket or something.
Oh, because you used to have to pay for it from the machine.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Fuck, you're taking me back.
it's funny because like it actually probably shouldn't have worked because they scan the tickets and they're like, "This was bought 9 months ago."
Yeah, what the fuck? This is from Pennsylvania. When was the last time you were in Moscow, Russia? Yeah, fucking hell. You've been traveling for ages.
What's next on the pod tops?
Oh, yeah. I seen this on TikTok the other day too, so I'm going to look it up. Yeah, I wrote down the note, radioactive capsule. It was a radioactive capsule that went missing in Australia.
Okay.
So authorities in Western Australia say they have found the tiny radioactive capsule that went missing.
Mm-hmm.
So they called it a literal find of a needle in a haystack. So what happened was there was a huge triggered missing object alarm that went off where a transport company was delivering a radioactive capsule 1,400 kilometers. All right, so far distance.
Yep.
It's basically like driving to fucking Melbourne and back, you know, call it almost that.
Yep.
It's pretty much Queensland and back. So it was a giant dirt road traveling fucking state to state, well, through the state of Western Australia.
Yep.
And when they got to the end, that's when they realized, like, oh, fuck, where is it? We've dropped it. We got to go back and find it.
The elevator.
Yeah. Have a guess of how big you think a radioactive capsule would be.
Oh,
They've pretty much got to look through
it'd
all
be-
of Western Australia to find it.
I reckon it'd be. Shouldn't be bigger than my phone.
Should it be bigger than your phone? Which is not a bad guess. Shouldn't be bigger than your phone, but it's smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's smaller. So how much smaller do you reckon?
I don't know.
Half the size of your phone?
Well, from the way you're acting, I'm guessing it's gonna be like a fingernail.
Fingernail. That's exactly the size of the capsule that went missing.
That's ridiculous.
That they had to fucking find, bro. And it was a total dimension of 6 millimeters by 8 millimeters.
That's ridiculous.
Right.
Who the fuck thought of that?
So how it even went missing is fucking crazy. But I wonder if it says how dangerous this thing was.
Well, and they found it.
Yeah, they actually found it.
How could they possibly have found that?
Dangerous. All right, so here we go. How dangerous is the capsule? Filled with, it's called KCM 137. It emits radiation equal to 10 X-rays per hour. Authorities have issued a radiation alert, recommended that people stay at least 5 meters away as exposure could create radiation burns or sickness. So if you're even within 5 meters, you can get burnt from this fucking thing, bro. While it's inside the fucking capsule. So pretty crazy that they were able to find it.
Yeah.
Fuck me dead, bro. If people ever think they're able to escape the government when it comes to anything, you're wrong. You're 100% wrong, bro. I can't find my fucking phone sometimes, bro. You ever lost your fucking keys at work?
No.
Oh my God, bro.
Lost them in the city though. That sucked.
Oh my, you did too. You lost them in the fucking city. Dude, I've lost bear shit when I went to the city. I went to the city one time with a broken leg and crutches and I woke up without them.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I've lost shirts, shoes, phones, wallets. I've lost fucking brain cells. Lost virginity. Lost a lot of things in the city, bro. Lost a lot of fucking things in the city.
I know exactly where I lost my keys too. It was outside my mate's birthday party in the city. And I remember I was just fucking around. I was just throwing them up and I was just like catching them like that. And I threw them up and I smacked them. I know for a fact I didn't go pick them up. I know that's what happened. I don't know why I didn't go pick them up, but I didn't.
it's all just coming back to you like, whoa.
It came back
Oh,
like 2 days
God.
later. I was like, oh, you idiot.
Yeah, I'm coming up to fucking 1 year sober in 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Now that means the big Doxer, big Doxcast birthday coming up.
Yeah.
Birthday coming up.
Well, I don't know, bro. I've been thinking about this a lot, and especially Damo bringing it up on our podcast, which was, not that long ago in the real time, but in the podcast world, it was like 3 or 4 episodes ago. And it's like, what do you do after 12 months? All right. So I've designed the ultimate fucking bender. I've designed the craziest day full of all the fucking drugs and alcohol the heart can desire. And that's a big day. So it's like, right, can't happen. This would have, and then I decided after a while, right, this is probably a day that's going to probably fuck my life up. So maybe I should be a millionaire before I go ahead and do this ultimate dream, right? But then it's like, oh, that's not going to be for a very long time. So what do I do in the meantime, and how do I want to experience my first ever experience? So I want to wait until, say, Pat's wedding, Pat's Bucks party, all right? They're going to be some great experiences that are coming up. And even that's still like, what's that, 6 months away, something like that. Yep. So, do I want to be able to drink at Christmas? Do I want to have everyone over and just fucking get completely loose? Do I want to warm up? Because my first time getting fucked up again is going to be pretty fucking devastating to the old brain. So do I want to just have a few beers, or do I want to just fucking, or do I want to get written off and just be fucking destroyed for a few days? And I think, honestly, the thought of me drinking alcohol again is starting to make me sad. It really is. It really is. The thought of it is actually worse than not doing it. Not doing it has
ridiculous
been
to me.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I'm telling you. I never expected it when I decided to try and go a year without. But now it's like, I'm telling you, if I broke it, I'd be depressed. I'd be depressed.
I'd be so upset if I went a week without alcohol.
Yeah. Well,
I look forward to it.
you're at an age where you should be.
I look forward to it. Like every day during the week, I'm like, oh, wish it was Friday already. Why can't it be Friday?
Alright guys, sorry to end the video so abruptly, but that will be the end of part 1, episode 55 for today. There will be another part released very shortly, so don't worry if you're waiting for it. It'll only be another day or so. If not, don't worry. Just click the link just above and you'll be able to go straight to part 2. I'm going to be spending a little bit of time working on some new intros and outros because I've been really enjoying editing lately. And with the new setup I've got, I can see that I have the exponential potential to create bigger and better videos every single week. That goes without saying though, nothing goes without notice, and I need to know how you guys feel about my new form of doing videos. Don't worry, not every single video will be a part 1, part 2, but what about the new form of intros and outros? I'm curious to know if you guys like it, if the boys dig it, if the boys want to see more of it, or if you just want me to keep it the same generic thing every single week. I'm kind of happy with doing it, but it is a good experience for me to start practicing and putting out new forms of content, because if there's anything that I've learned by building this new podcast setup, it's that I have every single possibility to keep on growing and getting better. So as I said, thank you very much for making it to the end of the episode. I really enjoyed filming it, recording it, and back and editing it. So stay tuned for part 2.
Shawty catch a vibe, yeah, I had to put her on. Bought a 2-seater, yeah, we heading for the sun. Shawty got my high, I ain't tripping for the funds. Yeah, I won't start, I ain't tripping, I'm a stunt.